Yo, what it dooski, Teddy Brewski? What's the deal, Shaquille O'Neal? What's the motherfucking word, Larry Bird? It's your boy Reactions, man. We back with another one. Remo's Reactions, motherfucking TV. Make sure y'all hit that like and please subscribe, man. We on the road to 1K, 5K, 10K. Then we gonna spike that bitch up to 150K. That's what it is now. You heard me? So yeah, do me that solid, y'all, man. Look out for your boy, man. If you got anything going on, YouTube channel or whatever, business, man, I support you too. So we back at it with another one, y'all. And this is as you can see the title, you know what I mean? Mopreme, which is Tupac brother, he breaks his silence on a situation that, I know, Puff has something to do with getting Pac, knocked down. Rest in peace to Tupac Shakur. You know what I mean? His family, his family and friends, much condolences to them. And that's my favorite rapper too, by the way. But no further ado, man. Make sure y'all hit that like. Feel free to comment. I need to hear the comments so I can work on my material, work on my content. Let me know what I need to tighten up on, y'all, because I ain't perfect. Can you hear me? But other than that, man, shit. Let's check it out, man. See what's going on, man. Subscribe, please. Word.
From 50 Cent.
Yes, it was.
You know, and I know that everyone
Let me rewind that shit.
My brother was king of the hill, top dog, king of rap. And with it comes a lot of jealousy.
That's pretty direct there from 50 Cent.
Yes, it was.
50 said stay away from Puffy because he got Tupac killed.
Believes that Diddy was involved in both these shootings. That is what the streets have said for 27 years.
We all were familiar with all the rumors and stuff. I said, yeah, let me talk to him.
What did he say that day when he called you?
You know, I have my guys with me, thug life guys, and we heard what he had to say. He basically said he ain't have nothing to do with my brother's murder.
We don't talk about things that are nonsense.
Do you think he was lying?
Quite possibly. Kind of looking that way. 27, 28 years. Involvement him was quite high on the list. Our family, wrapped up with these things still shaking the bed. I'm assuming it was something that happened.
I get the feeling quite strongly that you don't believe a word.
Like he got a whole bunch of power. Absolute power.
That's a fact. He do got a lot of motherfucking power.
Absolute power. Absolute. Here is it.
What's your message,
He do got a lot of motherfucking power, but that shit is over with now. He humbled his ass.
My boyfriend can't literally stop talking about this. He found an app that pays him.
I don't get this goofy ass shit off my motherfucking screen, man. The fuck? Oh, fuck going on, my demonstration. What the fuck?
Mobile games, and he's obsessed with it.
What the fuck? That shit
Tupac
just ruined my
was
whole
American
shit.
hip hop's brightest light until he was shot
I
4
thought.
times in a drive-by attack in 1996. Until he was shot the world. Tupac.
Yo, my fault on that, man. God damn, that bitch froze up. I had to turn my Wi-Fi off. I'm out back. Shit tweaking, man.
Along with the fever speculation.
You know I'm on the fucking phone doing this shit.
Who ordered it? Who did it? For 27 years, it was one of America's highest-profile unsolved crimes until finally, a year ago, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis was charged. He bragged about being inside the Cadillac from which the fatal shots were fired, albeit not by him, and awaits trial as the last surviving suspect. But there are many unanswered questions and a tangled
bitch ass Keefe D.
involving notorious figures and an infamous
He's a
East Coast
goofy.
West Coast gang rivalry. Many people speculate that this web entangles P. Diddy. Sean Combs is, of course, facing trial on a battery of charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering. With his alleged crimes under the spotlight, members of Tupac's family. This
Tupac.
an investigator to examine
Nigga, it's
the links
Tupac, nigga.
between Diddy and the murder. And joining me now is Tupac Shakur's brother, Mopreme. Well, Mopreme, thank you very much for joining me.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I don't know what time it is there.
It's like early evening in the UK. Are you in LA?
Currently.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of my people across the pond.
Well, it's great. It's great to have you here on Uncensored. We're very keen to talk to you because obviously a lot has happened to P Diddy in recent weeks. He's now languishing in prison. Let me start first of all your reaction to what's happened to him.
My reaction is that it's a mess. And in which I have nothing to do with. But I wanted to make it clear that the family is pursuing an investigation into my brother's death. Wherever the investigation leads, that's where it leads. It's not about that guy specifically. It's about justice for my brother.
You were Tupac's older stepbrother.
This is for educational entertainment purposes. That's my disclaimer.
For the benefit of viewers who may not be familiar,
Shout out to Mopreme.
your brother, with what happened, with the rivalry, and obviously his subsequent murder. Just very quickly, paint me a picture of how all this happened.
Well, for many years, as far as the hip hop rap world goes, uh, Tupac, my brother, was king of the hill, top dog, king of rap. And with it comes a lot of envy, jealousy, and, all types of things. And all I can make of it is there were groups of people who were jealous and envious and full of hate.
Pac wasn't with the freak offs.
Shootings involving a
That's why
brother.
Diddy didn't like him.
He survived. One he sadly did not survive.
Kim
There
Porter
was this whole East Coast,
said it that
West Coast war.
she smashed Pac.
Books about this.
Diddy got mad and wanted to run a
this,
train. He wasn't with it.
Dramatized movies about this. Do you think we know
Allegedly.
the truth? You said your family's launched an investigation into what happened.
Rest in peace, Kim Porter, too.
There are still a lot of unanswered questions.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's been an ongoing mystery for 27 years. With the arrest in Vegas, there was a break. There was an opportunity to get closer to the truth. This is ongoing business for us. My Mama Faney pursued a
You can tell he don't really want to speak about certain shit. He trying to be well versed and well spoken.
Early on, soon after his murder, at which nothing came of it. So we were left with no answers. No answers for 27 years. Now we might have an opportunity to get some answers.
The first time that Tupac was shot, where were you and how did you hear about that? And what was your feeling instinctively about who may have been behind it?
When Pac got shot the first time, I was in Atlanta. I was worried about him because he did, he rocked a lot of jewelry. We like jewelry, rocked a lot of jewelry, but New York is notoriously known for being a home of the stick-up kid. And I advised him not to, be out there like that. And so I thought that it might just have been a robbery for his possessions. And it seems like there was more to it. We also felt that Pac was safe in New York because we are from New York. We had a lot of friends and allies there at the time that we felt would look out for Pac. So, we were quite confused.
We've got a clip of Tupac talking about the potential involvement of Diddy, or Puff Daddy as he was at the time, in that shooting, that first shooting. Let's take a look.
I think Puffy was involved in the shooting.
Only they can answer that question. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. I wouldn't say things that I knew. You know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows.
When you watch that, do you think he was basically saying he did think that Diddy was involved but didn't want to say so publicly?
Pac had suspicions of what had happened. But the saying, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And we've been, you know, stuck in that position for quite some time, trying to get to a place where we can prove what actually happened.
Is your belief now that Diddy may have been involved in that first shooting?
I don't know, Pierce. I don't know. That's the investigation. None of us.
Right.
This is the best way for us to get some answers.
You can't be on there saying, hold up,
his
man.
murder, regardless
Hold up, man.
of who was responsible or the who's that were
He
responsible.
can't say nothing.
And each
He ain't trying.
and each incident involved multiple people, planning, coordination, and we just been trying to get to the bottom of it for a long time.
But the reason there's so much speculation raging even today is that they were big rivals and there was a genuine, very bad feud, right?
It didn't start out that way. We didn't start out as rivals. That's why it's confusing. Pop was the big dog. At one time, we had plans to work with Big. Big was on one of the first outlaw records, running from the police. It didn't start out that way. That's why we were all confused when Pac got touched in New York.
You must have talked to
Jimmy Henchman
about that. Did he confide in you?
Haitian Jack and Puff all orchestrated.
He did.
Conspired.
But you know how this game go. Until you could actually prove it, you can't hop out there and say it. So Pac made it very clear of his suspicions, his instincts, and we're trying to find which direction was the right direction to go in for this investigation.
Do you believe the two shootings were absolutely linked, that the same people were behind both?
I can't say. I can't speak of any absolutes. Yes.
No, is that your gut feeling?
I'm not sure.
Good answer.
Really?
Piers ain't gonna tell you, motherfucker. The fuck?
I said I'm not sure.
No, I heard you. I just wondered whether that is really the case, or you're just reticent to say so.
I wasn't there at either incident, so that makes it very difficult for me to be sure about anything. It's been 27 years, all kind of suspicions, all kind of, but until we could actually prove something, and it's hard. I'm not a cop. I'm not an investigator. So we are going to the people who know how to get these answers.
50 Cent went on stage last year and said this. Let's take a look.
This is the biggest secret of 2024.
and they don't want you to know about this.
If you get injured in an accident,
I didn't really leave the talk because I was in wrong hands.
Listen to this. Nigga is crazy, yo. Oh shit.
that was pretty direct there from 50 Cent.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Fifth is from, me and him actually from the same neighborhood, Southside Jamaica. He a Queens dude, Queens, and he's from New York. So certain people are privy to information, and we're just trying to get some confirmation on these suspicions. Um, everybody's got a theory, and we're wading through the theories.
Let me ask you a different way. I think I understand why you're being cautious. I understand why you're hiding, and not hiding, but you're using the investigation as a reason.
I'm right here.
I don't mean hiding. I'll take back the word hiding, but why you're reticent again about potentially saying what is really on your mind. Because you know, and I know, that everyone believes that Diddy was involved in both these shootings and had a direct involvement in your brother's death. That is what the streets have said for 27 years. That's why 50 Cent said it. That's why Eminem has said similar stuff. What's interesting to me about your involvement in this is that Diddy actually called you after an LA Times article in 2008 alleging he'd been involved in your brother's death. What did he say that day when he called you?
He was in town. He was in LA at the time. He was on the radio. He asked a local DJ that we all know, Big Boy, to reach out to me because he wanted to speak to me about something. This is a few years after Pac's murder, and we all were familiar with all the rumors and stuff. I said, "Yeah, let me talk to him." So he called me, and I had my guys with me, Thug Life guys, and we heard what he had to say. He basically said he ain't have nothing to do with my brother's murder. And I told him the truth is still yet to come out, so we're going to see. Here we are 27, 28 years later. Looks like there's some doubt in that statement. So, thus, along with all the other suspicions that people have, it was time for it to be investigated.
In a statement at the time, Diddy declared, "This story is a lie," the LA Times story. Neither I nor the late Notorious had any knowledge of any attack on Tupac before, during, or after it happened. Do you think that was an honest statement?
My opinion is that I don't believe it was 100% honest statement. So again, got to find out what's true and what's false, what's real and what's fake.
Do you think he was lying?
Quite possibly, and it's kind of looking that way, in my opinion.
It seems to me your opinion is that Diddy absolutely has something to do with your brother's death.
I never said that.
Homeboy trying to put words in his mouth and shit like that.
And this is why it needs to be looked into. A lot of people have suspicions of multiple people. Again,
trying to line him up.
Attacks involve multiple people. Both attacks involve multiple people. And it's about figuring out who's who.
Would you be comfortable saying that you believe Diddy had nothing to do with it?
What kind of fucking question is that?
No, I wouldn't be comfortable saying that because I don't know. Uh, if you look at all the theories, uh, theory involving him is quite high on the list.
Yeah.
So,
Fucking squirrel back there.
We're going to see.
Fucking
Like
up
I
the
told you,
berries in the
we're
tree.
going to see.
Why do you think there is so much suspicion around Diddy's involvement in Tupac'S killing?
We're bringing bright hope to Delaware by creating opportunity. As Secretary of Labor, I focused on preparing the workforce of tomorrow.
Because of the relationship, our relationship in the early days, how the relationship soured, the climate of the hip hop world at the time, the so-called East Coast, West Coast beef. There's a whole lot of reasons, and us, my brother and our movement, we were at the top of the game, and they were right behind us. So, you know, heavy is the head that wears the crown. People always want to are after the person that's on top. So there's a lot of reasons to have these theories and suspicions, and they just need to be vetted, fully vetted, and figure out what's what. My family is still suffering fallout from the assassination of my brother's murder. Which nobody really cares about us. Me, my sister, my brothers, and our family. We still suffer. So the struggle continues on finding out the truth.
Where were you when you heard that your brother had been killed? How did you find out?
I found out he got shot. I was at my house in California in Palmdale. I got a call from my homie Big Psych, and he told me what had happened, and then I drove out to Vegas very next within hours to be with him.
Did you manage to see him before he actually died?
Yes, I got to see him before he actually passed. At the hospital in Vegas, a lot of family, a lot of loved ones was there. We proceeded to
Shit
set up
hurt, probably hurting like a
some
motherfucker.
security
Talking,
around the
bringing that shit
hospital.
back up.
And I left. I left like I had my newborn daughter with me, so I had to go back home and take care of her. And by the time I got back to LA, they said that he had passed away. So I thought he was going to make it. He was a strong dude, but he did not.
You've suggested before that you felt he was trying to say something to you before he died.
Yeah. He we had been in the business together since day one. I could tell when he was really trying to express something and tell me something. His eyes were big as saucers. He had tubes in his mouth. He was all wrapped up, but he was still shaking the bed. He really wanted to tell me something, but he couldn't speak. And yes, I often wonder what he was trying to tell me, but I don't know. I'm assuming it was something that had to do with the hit.
That's crazy, yo.
But it's another one of them unanswered questions.
No,
Have people told you directly who you think may know?
Fuck them up.
Who they think did this?
People often want to share their suspicions and thoughts with me about it. It's a lot to think about. my brother was loved and admired and adored by many people. Because really, the fans been begging and asking for the truth. Fans want these answers as well. Um, um, and my brother was quite prolific. He dealt with a lot of different people. He talked to people um, across all lanes of all occupations, uh, different kinds of artists. Uh, he, he he touched a lot of people. He knew a lot of people, so a lot of people had a lot of theories. He also pissed a lot of people off. I'm not denying that, but
How did you feel about the arrest of Dwayne Davis last year?
I felt um, I was shocked that there was
Hit
arrest
that
of a
like button for me, y'all.
27
Hit that
year
like
old.
button, man. Subscribe for me, y'all. Subscribe.
Why now? Why only him? There's a lot of questions I had. You know, which a lot of it didn't make a lot of sense to me, uh, being that it had been so long and these individuals had been known about for quite some time. So I was quite confused. This is out of Las Vegas PD. You know, I hadn't heard from them. I don't think anybody from the family really heard from them and hadn't heard from them in years. So, there's some factors moving things that we didn't know about. So there's a lot of curiosity.
The KVD has alleged that
Cool,
Diddy
cool.
orchestrated him.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna end this one on that one, man. Shout out to Mopreme. And yeah, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, man. Leave a comment down below. You know what y'all think, man. And rest in peace, Tupac Shakur, man, for sure, man. You know, my favorite rapper of all time. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, we out of here like last year, man. I appreciate it. And y'all stay safe.